honesty is the best policy? Bullshit. That little aphorism was devoted merely to encourage folks to rat each other out. It disables honor and enforces loyalty. Loyalty, a confabulated virtue based on ignorance and selflessness. When we become selfless, our souls crumble and leave control to a myth. The bloodless entity. When we are honest and display our truths, we are ostracized, beaten down, no longer even exiled, where we could at least be given quarter to prove the beauty of our individuality, where we could at least be given quarter to prove the beauty of the individuality which we claim. Nietzsche himself is simultaneously hated and admired by the liars too weak to live up to the truth he was bold enough to recognize and record. And he wasn't even living those truths. The liars criticize him for simply recognizing the reality of what we are. Humans, nothing but another type of animal, one which has devised a way to lie about who we are so as to live in luxury until we can once again recall our specific truths. We will suffer with our lies. The lies buffer us. 15 February 2003, 11:54 a.m. Cambrian. That's the light rail there, you know. That's me digging in to my old stuff and trying to find something and coming across this. This thing with writings from 2003. That was right here at the time, February 2003. I was ready to disappear. And within 8 months, I did. But when I found this thing, I opened it and it had pages, and it took me to that thing that I wrote. I don't even know who that guy is anymore. That was right after I was done being on the radio. But it opened to that page because this is in there. Oh. Assessment to Santa Clara County First Offender Drinking Program. Ha! I'll tell you this. The very first time that I ever drank, I know someone was offended. They're behind schedule, and it's got the times and dates, and I have a police file. You know, I got the police report from the one that that's pretty good. What that does is it it states me under the little subject there where it says modus operandum. Climbs in second-story windows. That's odd. It's pretty good. I like that for a modus operandum. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a pervert or anything. It just means that you're in shape. And then at the back of that, it's got this thing in it, and it's got all the check marks after the court date. And I notice there it is, probation. It's got nothing. See? Probation was not checked. It's in there somewhere. I don't know what's checked. Huh. Probation. And it was there around that time, I suppose, that I was standing in the parking lot. And I was doing parking lot striping at the time. We just finished this job on like some supermarket that had a plaza type, big, huge parking lot. And over off in the corner, there was a bar, and it was walking distance from everywhere I was, because given enough time, everything's in walking distance. And I was standing outside of that thing loaded, that bar, and I was looking at the parking lot, at the ground, and I was following the lines and everything. And I didn't realize there was a police car sitting there. And the lights turned on and it rolled up to me. Said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I just finished doing this job yesterday and I'm looking at my work." And she says, "I'm going to need to run your ID." She said, "Do you have any warrants?" I said, "Not that I know of." I said, "I might be on probation. I don't know. I never heard anything about it." And she went and she ran everything, and nope, not on probation. I'm like, wow. You hear about everybody getting probation. I do pretty well in court, evidently. But, so here I am, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about it, and the mug shot, everything, and I've tried to get a hold of the mug shot. I think it's time for a contest. You know? I got the case file, I've got everything. I can't find the police report right now. I went and I bought it because it was pretty good. But I've got case file, all this stuff, dates, everything. I know my own birth date. They asked that. And I can't get my mugshot. It's a good one. It's a good one. And so I figure I've been doing this since September 6th. I looked. September 6th, 2019, it's time to have a contest. I've got all kinds of good stuff. I don't know what you're getting yet, but I've been putting it together in my head. And I got some good ideas. I'm going to keep it all for myself. And I'll send you a copy. I'll make doubles, you know. But the contest is called Find My Shot. Drink to that. Cheers. Yay! Find My Shot. If you can find my mugshot, first subscriber, there it is. That's the first time I've ever said that. That's embarrassing. But the first subscriber that can find my mugshot, send it to me. or whatever, reply hi. I'll have to figure out how this stuff works. I didn't think we'd make it this far into the future to have to know this stuff, but here I'm learning. The trainable mentally handicapped. I'm gonna give you a pretty good pile of stuff. It's gonna be good stuff. There's more than I even know right now because I'm coming up with it. And don't expect it too soon because I still have to make it. But find my shot. Find my mug shot. And it's not as hard as you think it is because I fake like I don't have a real name, but I do. And it slips out every once in a while. And it's like Joe Manco, the man with no name, fistful of dollars. Fistful of dollars for a few dollars more, and Good, the Bad, and Ugly, that trilogy thing they did. Clint Eastwood's guy, he's supposed to be the man with no name, but if you watch, and I hate to ruin it for you because, well, the point is, if you haven't figured it out by now, you're probably not gonna. In the first one, Fistful of Dollars, the guy in the bar calls him Joe, the old man. And in the second one, for a few dollars more, the guy in the bar calls him Manco. Maybe that's outside the coffin house. I don't know. So the man with no name, it's secretly slipped in there. His name is Joe Manco. I've got a name too. It usually only comes out when I'm quoting a story. I slip. It's not meant to be that way. But you can find my name, and if you can find my shot, I'm going to give you a good pile of stuff. I'm pretty excited about this because it forces me to do something. Force an issue. That's the only way to get anything done. Wow. Cigarette went out. Yeah, so I've been living in this area for long enough that I finally found a favorite liquor store. I'm just so excited. Anywhere you live, you got to have a favorite liquor store and a favorite tobacco store, but I haven't found one of those here yet. Liquor store. So we're going to have a contest. I talked to that kid today. We're going to have a contest. Really feels like there's something more I'm supposed to say, but first subscriber that can get me my mug shot, you've got a pretty cool bunch of stuff going on. Well, why stop now? Look at that. I told you, got run down on my motorcycle a few years ago. And there it is. I took the $75 I won at the casino, and that was the exact cost of the cab fare from where I was to where I was going, where I lived. It was like probably 20 miles. But it was the exact cost of the cab fare, and I didn't tip the guy because that's all I won at the casino. Usually I tip, but I was not in a good mood, and that was me on the creator shirt, favorite t-shirt and beards video thing. When I got home and got out of the cab, I basically slunk up the stairs. I almost crawled. I was in pretty rough shape, but I had those hospital scrubs on, my motorcycle jacket, and I've got blood on my lips and coming out of the side of my head. I took that picture myself because I had a DVD of Evel Knievel with Matthew McConaughey in it. He's talking. He grew up with his kid. it was in my saddlebags. I'd gotten it from the library earlier that day or something, and I just talk about looking like Evil Knievel. I just got run down, and I'm still walking. Only so many times you can get run down and keep walking. I haven't reached that number yet. Don't forget to vote.